Hey, what's going on, folks? Marky here. I just wanted to drop the video for you guys today. Unedited, unscripted, just pure live, unadulterated real estate here for you guys. Got my favorite shirt on. So, you see me in the blue as it's, getting close to, baseball season. Opening day for the Royals here is about a week and a half away. I'm doing this video. But today, I just want to, give a video out for you guys that, are hesitant on the market, people that don't know what's going on in the market, and that you're just fearful, or you're just trying to believe what's going on in the media. I want to give you the upside and give you the information here from a real estate professional, someone that does this often, someone that does this every day, that's seeing properties, someone that stays on top of the market and what's going on, not only locally but nationally as well. So bear with me here. Like I said, it's an unedited video. So like I said, I just want to be raw. I don't want to have a bunch of extra edits and things like that. Just so you hear straight from the horse's mouth, a broker here on the Missouri side. I'm also licensed in the Kansas side as well with Platinum Realty. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you do have any questions after this video, or if you need any assistance. I would love to be that resource for you. Okay. Um, Been licensed for about 5 years. That's a little bit about me. 3 kids, lovely wife. I do a lot of business in Eastern Jackson County. Also, I do some in the inner city as well, but I go wherever my clients need me to go. So I do have a range of clients from everywhere. I do specialize in off-market properties and working with investors, but I do also work with first-time home buyers and sellers that need my assistance also. So with that being said, I just want to tell you guys that the market is still strong in Kansas City. It's still thriving. If you guys haven't realized, Kansas City is growing. Just drive around Kansas City. You will see every high school is adding on. There's additions going on because these schools are growing. There's growth going in the inner city as well, as there's a lot of people migrating back into the inner city that can afford to put their kids in private schools. The Kansas City Public School, even though, they're dealing with the accreditation issues and things like that, and it's gotten better, but they're dealing with their issues. So people that live in the inner city, they want to put their kids in them private schools, but they're migrating to the city. They don't mind if they can afford it and they can be close to the city, close to downtown, and have all the amenities that they need and that they want. Um, the reason why the city is thriving, I mean, it just offers a range of housing options. I mean, for buyers, you got historic neighborhoods, you got new builds, new construction going on. The suburbs is always growing as well. They got New Century Moderns in the inner city. You got them in the suburbs as well. So you get a variety when it comes to Kansas City. And, like I said, that's what makes it very popular. Also, that it's very affordable in the Midwest. It's very affordable here in the Kansas City market. I'm just going to be here to give you the facts. You can do what you want with them, but these are the facts. Home prices here in Kansas City have hovered around 210,000 for the last couple of years, which is a little bit slightly higher than the median average, but not by much. And I know that's changed in the last couple of years, but that means it's very affordable. That's the national average. It's right there hovering with the national average median. So we're right on par with that. Sales activity is very strong. From 2021 to 22, it jumped like 6.5, 7% sales activity did from the year before. Unfortunately, real estate, we get, our information, it's always delayed. We'll get it 6 months or a year behind. That's just kind of how real estate works. So when we're giving you numbers, that's kind of how we go about it. Um, but over the past 5 years, there's been nothing but appreciation in Kansas City. 2 years ago, the average household, in 2020, they got $50,000, give or take. They got $40,000 to $50,000 in equity in their property without doing anything. That was just due to the market alone. Now, it won't happen every year, but I think that was about 15 to 20%. We were just going at a rate that obviously was just very high, and everybody was getting a lot of equity. So a lot of people have equity in their homes right now. But with that being said, over time, Kansas City has always appreciated very well. You're going to be looking at least 5 to 8% for the next foreseeable future. Next 5 to 10 years is what most people are saying, speculating. Don't see it changing anytime soon. Part being inventory. Inventory is low. Just a couple days ago, 2,300 homes. That's 2,300 homes in the MLS, in the metro, in the suburbs, all across Kansas City that's available for sale. That is not a lot, folks. That is not a lot. So with that being said, that is what's driving the prices, and that's what's keeping the prices high or steady where they are right now, and possibly having these prices increase. I'm starting to see that in my feed, on social media, and from emails and chats and conversations that I'm having with other realtors and brokers, that they're starting to see the spring market coming now, where they're starting to see the nice homes flying off the shelf again. If you're in a good, desirable area that people want to be, good schools, good location, and your home is priced right and it is presented properly, meaning clean, decluttered, it's going to usually sell in 2, 3 days or within a week, and you're going to get over asking price. We've seen it, and it's starting to come back. Saw a post the other day, somebody had over 50 showings in like a weekend. Yes, believe it. If the home is priced right and it's very, very attractive, everybody's going to want that home because inventory is so low. When we say 2,300 homes, I don't think you guys realize how low that is. That's in the entire MLS, so that's in all price brackets. So when you think about the price range that you're in, it's going to be slimmer than that when you get to looking at these homes. Okay, not to try to discourage you guys because there's still property to be bought, but with that being said, you have to move quickly. You have to move diligently when you are buying out here, and maybe sometimes be strategic with your offer so that way you can get the home that you want. Okay. So like I said, inventory is still low. The market trend that's going on in Kansas City is there's a lot of investors influxing into the market. It is still favoring sellers, so that's the good thing. If you still are thinking about selling your home, you still can pocket because, like I said, prices are up, inventory is low. That means it's high demand. There's still opportunities for buyers as well. Like I said, with the new construction and in the suburbs and things like that, depending on what price range you're in. There are still a lot of popular neighborhoods. There's a lot of neighborhoods such as, Brookside, you got Beacon Hill, you got Woodland Shores and Lee Summit, you got Country Club Plaza, you got the Westport. There's tons of areas that are still very popular. You got Waldo, not to forget. Like I said, there's plenty of options. You just got to decide if you're ready to buy. And if you are one of those people that had it in your plan to buy this year, then don't let the market stop you from buying a home. Jump in and buy this year, because at the end of the day, you're going to be still gaining appreciation in this market for a long period of time. And don't wait on the rates. We don't know what they're going to do. What if they end up getting higher? There's people that were on the fence 2 years ago. They were thinking they should have bought a home, and now they're sitting here thinking, "Wow, I missed out on that extra 2 or 3% interest rate, difference in that time span where they were sitting there on the fence." So keep that in mind when you think about buying a home. If you're ready and you think you're ready and that was your plan, get with somebody like myself that's going to get you there. Go for it. Okay. There's also the economic factors that's going on in Kansas City that makes it a very strong market as well. Jobs. People aren't really hurting for jobs out here in Kansas City. If you are hurting for a job in Kansas City, that means you just don't want to work, or you got something else, personally that might be going on where you're not looking for a job or something like that, or that's hindering you. But if you're willing and able, there's plenty of jobs out here in Kansas City. We got the tech jobs, we got the healthcare jobs with the numerous hospitals out here. Kansas City, if you haven't noticed, we got plenty of manufacturing jobs, and we're starting to become the manufacturing/tech hub of the Midwest. Look it up. Look how many jobs that are coming here that are just building and setting up shop. Okay. I don't want to go over all that, but you got tons of them. Look it up. They're coming. You got Panasonic, you got Sprint, you got Cerner. And then, like I said, not to mention a couple other ones that are coming here in the near future as well to build these manufacturing hubs and technology bases right here in the Midwest, just due to the location, due to the price point of property. Once again, because it's very affordable. So these companies are looking at that as well. And like I said, we're in the Midwest, you know. So please don't think that Kansas City is not a strong market, you know, and it's booming. We got the NFL draft coming. Woo! That's just less than a month away. We're gonna have the new soccer stadium that's being built. You know, there's a development with the new Royals and Chiefs stadiums where they're going to be built and where they're going to be new, you know, renovated and located to, because that's going to be a big deal as well. You know, Kansas City's getting the World Cup, so that's booming. So the economy is booming here in Kansas City. If you want to relocate here, if you're thinking about buying property here, if you live here, why not? Because you're going to gain all that appreciation when these property values start to go up. You're going to start gaining that appreciation. You're going to be in a good spot. With that being said, also, since on the Missouri side, people don't like to talk about it, but you know, the legalization of marijuana, they're thinking it's going to be possibly like Colorado. See what it did to their economy and the taxes, what's going on there. You know, 5 years after that came, their real estate market just went boom, just skyrocketed. Prices went through the roof. So there's speculation about that. You know, it's rumors. So hey, but it is a fact that it did get legalized. So hey, you never know. You might gain appreciation in that as well. All this stuff affects the economy and it affects Kansas City. So it's a strong market. You know, I just want to let everybody know that that's just how the market is right now. You know, people are thinking it's going to crash. I don't think it's gonna crash. Reason why I don't. Reason being is once again inventory. Back then in 2008, there was like I don't know 4 million properties or something like that. It was ridiculous of the inventory that was available at that time. So obviously prices dropped. Right now, we don't have that inventory. Probably less than half of that inventory of what we have right now. So I do not see that happening. Also, once again, people have equity. Back then, nobody had equity, you know, and so they were selling. You saw a bunch of foreclosures popping up. Right now, no. If they had, you know, if they have equity, they can just go ahead and sell, and they're going to sell for a profit if they start hurting or if they get in trouble. So you got to think about that as well. And then also the biggest factor is the predatory lending that was going on back then. You could walk in and say, "Hey, this is how much I make." Write it down. They weren't even verifying it. Anybody that's buying a home now, you know they're gonna run you through the ringer a little bit, just to verify your funds and where they're coming from. So there's no more predatory lending going on as well. So all these things coming into play, I don't know. I'm starting to think that it might be a boom again coming. Just because of the inventory being low, I'm thinking prices are going to go back up. You know, builders are shutting down shop. You know, we're not building enough homes in this country. That is a real reason as well that it's affecting the inventory because, hey, if we're not building, it's going to affect the inventory. Just uh, common sense. So that's another reason as well. So all these things come into play when you're talking about buying a home and talking about the economy and you're talking about it crashing. I don't see it happening. Prices may take a dip, 5%. You know, some areas have already taken a dip as well. But you also got to think about where you're at, where you're located, what's going on around you. And so that's why we say Kansas City is a stronger market for anybody that's thinking about buying real estate, investing in real estate. If you invest in real estate right now in the Kansas City market, you're going to get some good cash flow. And over the next 10 years, you're going to see some very good appreciation. And I'm talking about 5 to 10%. Year over year, you're going to see some good returns on your property, okay? Rent rates have been going up as well if you're thinking about investing in the Kansas City market. You can come here, buy a property for $60,000, maybe up to $130,000, $140,000. Maybe put $20,000 to $30,000 into it if need be, depending on how much you spend, and it will cash flow anywhere from $1,100 to $1,300 for you, and you will make decent cash flow depending on the area. You will have a good appreciation for the long haul. Okay, so once again, I just want to give the information out to you guys that it's a strong market. So if you're thinking about selling as well, like I said, inventory is low. It's still a seller's market. You're gonna get top dollar if you have your property marketed right and it's in a good shape. You're gonna get top dollar for that property. So why not put it on the market and test the waters and see what's going on right now? And then on the buy side. If you're going to buy a home, yes, we still can do the sell and the buy. There is a few things that are advantageous to you guys on the buy side that these lenders are doing to try to help you guys. You guys just have to have that conversation, okay? I did get somebody approved the other day with an MHDC. They had options, first time home buyer, they had options. They got a 4.3% if they buy in this area, and they got a 7% if they buy in this area. So the lenders I work with, they give you options. Obviously, that was a first time home buyer. They had good credit, but that was an MDHC, but that was no money down. Okay, 4.3 interest rates, that's lower than what is on the market right now as far as a regular standard FHA loan right now. You're looking at probably 5.25, 6 right now. And that somebody got approved with a 4.3. But then, like I said, depending on where you want to live or depending on your price point, there's definitely things that you can do. There is buy downs that the sellers are also offering to some of these buyers as well. And then sometimes they're also offering these refinance for free when the rates drop that you can take advantage of as well. So I don't want to ramble on too long, but Mark Edwards here, broker with Platinum Realty. Reach out if you have any questions. I do know the market. I'm here for you, and I'm just here to help. People that are going to be buying and selling right now are the people that want to buy a property, people that had plans to buy a property. You're not waking up saying, hey, tomorrow I want to buy. So if that's you, then definitely you still should buy. People that are selling right now, it's the same thing. People have equity, and there's a lot of people that don't want to sell, but they need to sell due to divorce. Maybe they want to upgrade, just because they do have equity and they do have some savings, so they want to upgrade their living and upgrade their conditions. Or they just want to downgrade because, a kid went away to college or something like that. Or they're upgrading because their home is just too small. They had a new baby, a new addition to the family. If that is you and you need to sell and upgrade and buy, we still can do that for you. Okay? Or if you're just selling your home because you need to relocate or due to whatever the reason or circumstance, we are here. That's why transactions are still happening every day, and people sit here and say, well, how's the market? People are still selling and people are still buying every day. So take advantage of the market and take advantage of what is going on around you. Give us a call. We'll be here to help. Shoot us a message, all right? Everybody have a safe, blessed weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.